So for context, this is basically a map or server where you will be able to make your own build with like your own fighting style, weapon, first technique, etc, etc. Right now the video will be split into 3 different sections with one last one at the end. It's gonna be a little bit more secret since it's pretty cool. Starting with the first section, we're gonna go on base combat. Alright, so going over base combat is like my 5th time recording it. God damn, bro. These are the ones. If you notice, there's like a circle surrounding the opponent hit. It's like a small detail I added like 2 days ago. With the uppercuts and down slams. So like, I realized I had to re-record a part of the video because while editing I realized I never showed the dash variants. So like, there's a ground version, aerial version, and an old space version. The old space version starts on air combo like shown. So moving on, there's the first skill. It's very simple. Some kicks into a charged punch. But look at what happens whenever you're close to a wall. You can basically just combox then. Next, there's also a little secret to this. Let me just try getting it. There we go. You can basically just get a black flash, though it's a very small chance. Right now it's much more common, but eventually I implement a flow system. So next up, there's a second move. Pretty simple barrage. It pairs very well with the first and third move, with the third move being this. Simple leg sweep. It might look very simple, but it is insane, especially with the text. It's like a very cool combo you can do is this. This. And there you go. Not gonna lie, looking back, this shit is so green. Oh my god. This is totally not green, by the way. Totally red. And yeah, next up there's the fourth wall. As the name might say it, it's kinda unfinished. Very unfinished. There's also this very cool wall, but I won't show you yet, since we now have to go to the mechanics. So as you may have noticed, there's like this dummy on the ground. It's like knocked, it can't really move. So like, let's say that like we want their very cool weapon they have on their back. You would just press action and boom. Now you have their weapon. But let's say that like you want to be a little bit more evil and you want to kill them. You just wipe them. So basically, how this works is that like in the server, there's not gonna be any move that can kill except for the execute skill. The execute skill only works if like the person is knocked. As you can see, for example, on this dummy, if I try to execute them, she's gonna play this party noise. And if I try to press action, she's just gonna play this party noise. How the whole thing works is basically just tags, like a lot of tags. So next up, there's also this very cool thing called fighting style switching. As you can see, my M1 animation changed. It's pretty simple, right? Like, if you equip a weapon, like let's say that like your weapon only has 2 M1s, and look at this real quick. Right now, if your curse tool doesn't have an M1, it's automatically gonna switch to your fighting style M1s. And if you don't have a fighting style, it's just gonna switch to default M1s. Now that we're done with that, we can move on to like the chicken and butter, the lemon and beef or something curse techniques. Okay, so as of right now, curse energy discharge is the most completed one, with MBA following up next, aka Kashimo's technique, and disaster plans that are gonna be worked on eventually. But right now, I'm gonna show curse energy discharge first. There's also projection sorcery R special, which is pretty funny to use. But anyway, this is the first part of the move. It's a two-part move, so like the first part, you're just gonna like focus curse energy on your forehead. And the second part, bam, just shoot a beam of curse energy. Pretty cool. It's like you're able to like sort of combo with it. Next is Baser's Impact. The two-part move as well. Following up, there's also Cloud Flash. You just throw a knee kick, then do a flip in the sky by being boosted by a beam, by the way, and just shoot like 5 beams. It allows for pretty unique combos, especially. Like, look at this. Oh gosh, I failed. But anyway, yeah. Air combat is gonna get a slight rework, so like velocity and grabs are like a little bit more consistent. Yeah. Next up is Mythical Beast Amber as curse techniques. So here it is. A pretty nice move to use. Yeah. Next up, there is Projection Sorcery. Disaster plans, as said, it's still being made. As you can see. Okay, so how it works is that every time your FOV changes, you will need to press R at the right moment to advance through different stages. If you don't, then it's gonna freeze you. One funny thing about this is that, let me show real quick. If you get it while in this state, you will get frozen instantly. I may change it to like you need to be hit twice for it to count. Next up, we're gonna go to this very secret section. So the very secret section is domain amplification. As you can see, whenever I hit them normally, it doesn't seem to do a lot, right? But whenever I use something like a curse technique, bam, it reduces damage exactly by 50%. Look at this as an example. I'll hit this dummy, wait for it to regen. Look at the difference in damage. It's not just that, even for Flash, for example, it only detects the curse technique part. So like, yeah. Just like that. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that's being implemented right now, but tons of future concepts which I am gonna add, like an injury system, RCT, custom domains clashes. For custom domains clashes, it's gonna be like a whole different thing because it's gonna take into account the stats of the player and stuff. Yeah, if you'd like to see for anything, or if you have some sort of idea, you're very free to suggest it in either the comments or my Discord server. Alright, well, see ya guys.